Shalom, Yasharala. This your brother Dawudah coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for Yakin pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here quick article, which is dealing with the Census Bureau and Trump trying to be able to, accurately count all the people here in America, all right? It says, this is from RT, it says, no stone unturned. Trump orders government to turn over all records for U.S. citizens and non-citizen count. All right. It says President Donald Trump has declared he is not backing down from his effort to determine the citizenship status of the U.S. population, promising to issue an executive order to put an alternative plan into effect immediately. All right. Let me read the next paragraph. Complaining about meritless litigation that would have prevented the government from adding a citizenship question to the census on time, Trump ordered every department and agency in the federal government to provide the Department of Commerce with records on the number of citizens and non-citizens in the country. All right. Now, dealing with this, you have to understand. Basically, they're trying to set up and get these get this RFID chips market B system into play. All right. Pretty much, they have this whole system all in place and ready to roll. All they got to do is turn the system on, man. All right. Once they finish installing this 5G in every state, every nook and every cranny. All right. And then, they're constantly getting all this information on you, man. This is why they're coming out with these newer high-tech phones, fingerprint scanners, retina scanners, facial recognition, voice recognition. All right. This is basically why they coming out with all this here technology like this, man. And then they're giving it to you basically for free, man. All right. Not really for free, but, more or less for free, man. All right. Because why? It's not really a tool for your luxury. All right. It's a tool basically or a weapon against you, man. All right, this is how they're going to get all your information to get you into this market beast system, which we pretty much already in it, man. All right, you got cameras everywhere, facial recognition everywhere. You can't go nowhere without being on camera nowhere, man. All right, and everywhere you go, you pretty much got to have you don't have to have your smartphone, but hey, where would you be without your damn phone nowadays, man? All right, but nevertheless, look at how it says, Trump ordered every department agency in the federal government to provide the Department of Commerce with records of the number of citizens and non-citizens in the country. Why? Because they want to be able to accurately account for all these people that are about to chip and put on this this market beast system. All right. Because why? The scriptures say, he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right. To receive a mark in his right hand or on his forehead. All right. That basically he can't buy or sell save he that have that mark. All right. And more or less it's going to be like a authentication token, man. All right. So to understand that a little bit, you get into these cars where they have a push button start, right? Your authentication token is, like some of those cars, obviously if they got those push button starts, they don't have keys to them, right? So when you come up to those cars, they don't have a keyhole in the door for you to be able to unlock the door. All right. Well, you walk up to these cars with the key fob in your pocket and you just reach for the door handle, it'll automatically unlock for you. Okay. You get inside the car, you press the button, the car will start up. All right. But if you don't have that key fob on you, you press that button or you walk up to the door, it's not going to open for you. All right. That key fob is more or less your authentication token. All right. Which is basically it has that chip inside of it. All right. But nevertheless, all these things, all these different components that's going up right now, whether it be a smart car or push button start cars, smart cars are coming out soon. They got all, it's about to be law to where, if you look at all the new cars coming out now, all the base model cars, all the cheapest versions of whatever car you find. All right. They all got these screens in them. All right. And, they're trying to push a law to where they have backup cams in every single car for so-called safety. All right. Now, if you get a backup cam in your car, which really isn't too much, but if you get a backup cam in your car, you got to have a screen to watch it on, man. All right. Nobody want a screen in their damn car with just the backup cam on there. Like, well, if I got a screen, why can't I get GPS in my car? You get GPS in your car, then you want some apps in your car. So now they automatically tracking you in your damn car, man. All right. And then also, to further put onto the system, you see these that's pretty much how these smart cars going to be, man. They're going to track everywhere you go, how long you in your car, how long you driving, the speed and everything like that, man. All right. Same with your house and everything like that. They're building all these new houses, these so-called smart homes with keyless entries and things like that, man. Also with the smart meters out in California. All right. Which, if you understand with the smart meters, they can be able to regulate these things, man. If you use too much energy, they can wind up turning down your energy in peak hours, man. All right. Ultimately, this is what they're trying to do to control you. All right. So let's just say, for instance, like in a lot of these newer cars, if you don't wind up paying your bill, they can wind up locking your car down, man. Just pretty much shutting off your engine to where you can't even start your car up, man. So as you can see how they're trying to get you to trap you into this here system, man. All right. Every cell phone, facial recognition, retina scans, fingerprint scans, voice recognition. All right, everybody's got either a smartphone with these front-facing cameras on there. All right, you got a Alexa in your house, Siri somewhere, Google Assistants, PlayStation or Xbox that's recording you constantly. All right, and also with your smart TVs, man. All right, all these different things are to basically get you into this RFID chip or into this market beast system, man. All right, and they also have this thing called biometrics, which is the measurements of life. This is why they're giving you these discounts every time you go to the doctor to take these so-called biometric screening tests, all right? Or maybe at your job, you get a cheaper discount on insurance if you take these biometric screening tests, all right? But now we're down to the end where they want to basically count up all the people here, man. All right, they want to be able to take account for all these people and then basically chip everybody, man. All right, it says they must furnish all legally available records in their possession immediately. We will not leave no stone unturned, Trump declared, adding that the Census Bureau had determined that using previously available records, it could determine the number of citizens and non-citizens with a 90% accuracy. More accurate, he claimed, than adding a citizenship question to the census itself. All right. We're not backing down on our effort to determine the citizenship status of the United States population, he said. All right. So, look, let me read that again. We're not backing down on our effort to determine the citizenship status of the United States population. Or more or less to say, we're not backing down from chipping the whole population of the U.S. Because once they determine how many people are actually here, all right, they'll be like, all right, well, we got all y'all accounted for. We know where all y'all are at. Let's go ahead and start chipping y'all. Let's go ahead and monitoring all y'all. All right. Because they'll find some kind of way. Oh, we found all these people who need medication. They're off medication. All these illegal immigrants. We need to track these people. People with guns. We need to track these people. All these people, they're going to come up with some kind of reason to be able to track all these people, man. All right. Now, they just rolled out a new system over here in the county where I live at to where the students now are going to have basically an ID card to scan when they get on and off the bus to be able to let the parents know when the child got on the bus and when they got off the bus. All right. But nevertheless, this seems like a convenient way to track your kids, know where your kids are. But nevertheless, that pass is going to go home with you, man. All right. Just like how they was doing it with the student IDs, man. This is why they was giving all the kids the student IDs and stuff like that. Basically to track them while they're going home, man. All right. And if you don't even believe in that, look, Walmart, they got microchips in every item of their clothing, man. And they'll even tell you about that stuff, man. But they put it because they want to be able to track all these different items inside the store and the shipment. But still yet, nevertheless, when you take them home, it's still tracking you, man. All right. It says Attorney General William Barr elaborated on the rationale behind the order, explaining that the obstacle to adding a citizenship question was a logistical impediment, not a legal one. He explained while the Commerce Department could have taken the case back to the Supreme Court and won, the impenetrable thicket of the legal cases surrounding the matter meant it would have taken prohibitively long to wind through the system. There's no simple way to litigate these issues and time to implement any new decisions without jeopardizing our ability to carry out the census. In reality, what they're saying is, look, man, we trying to get this here system into play ASAP, man. We ready to turn this bad boy on, man. We got to do whatever we can do to rush this here down the pipeline, even if it calls for signing executive orders, man. All right. It says Barr dismissed rank speculation of the media, which the hysterical mode of the day had claimed Trump would add the census question by executive fiat. All right. So, hey, they're gonna force you to get this damn chip, man. All right, and you know how people are still saying, "Oh, that ain't the mark of the beast," so that might be. I don't see that or whatever, whatnot. A lot of these people ain't really watching the prophecies, man. They're not watching the news. They, like the scripture say, man, blessed are your eyes will see the things which you see, man. All right, because why? Matter of fact, let me just grab it. Let me start here first. Revelation 13:16, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand or in their foreheads. Now, it says he calls it all right, this is why he's trying to get the total number of everybody here in America. All right, they'd be like, well, we can get it, with a high percentile, but we want to get it to 100%, So it says it calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right. So what you got, people that's walking around as so-called regular citizens. You also got people that's in jail. Then you also got the so-called people that's so-called illegal immigrants being detained. Then you also got so-called illegal aliens that's out here, man. All right. So what? Trump is trying to get an account of everybody. Well, Babylon is trying to get an account of everybody here. All right. And issue out that RFID chip, man, so they can track everybody, man. They'll come up with some kind of excuse to why they need to track everybody. Like, you know what? For all you illegal immigrants that's here, that's fine. We tired of trying to get y'all out of our country, whatever, whatnot. You can stay. All you got to do is take this RFID chip so we can monitor you and so on and so forth. And if, you continue on with your good behavior, you can stay here. We don't really mind. because you paying taxes and you putting money back into the economy and you actually over here working. So we don't mind you staying. Just take this RFID chip, man. Or you want your kids to come over here and eat. Y'all came all the way this way. You can come in the country. Just take this RFID chip, man. People in prison. A lot of people are losing their jobs. The economy is about to collapse, man. All right. But nevertheless, all these things are happening right now. But what? At the end all be all, when everybody's in their straits, they're going to come out, problem, reaction, solution. The solution is they want to chip everybody, to track everybody. All right. So what? They're going to cause a problem. The problem is what? Identity theft. And identity theft goes into what? Your bank accounts and all those things getting stolen and financial things getting ruined and so on and so forth. You got these so-called school shootings and stuff like that where they say, oh, this could be not prohibited, but we can get these numbers down if we can just identify everybody that's coming into schools and everybody that's not in school. I remember back when I was in high school, that was one of the new things that they started, that we all had to carry around ID in school. This was a little more than 10 years back, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it was a little more than 10 years back. We all had to carry ID, and the excuse was, in case we got somebody, unidentified person that walks on the campus, I'm like, well, shit, we got pretty much what they call an open air campus where we're not in one big massive building. All right, you got a bunch of multiple buildings. You got to walk around outside to get from point A to point B. All right, and there's multiple entrances to get onto the campus. And you had multiple parking lots where, you have students that come in and out of that parking lot. They have OJT, on-job training, where they leave the day, you know what I'm saying? And then I know for myself, in my senior year, we used to skip a lot. We used to come to school, meet up with our homies. Then we would all leave at a certain time. And we would all come back during lunchtime. Then we would all leave again. So, and we would be in big groups of people. It'd be about 15 of us leaving all at one time, So if we can walk on and off a campus like that, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just us, it was a lot of the people in the school, That was just the thing that we all used to do. We all used to just leave school in massive groups and go around the corner to this restaurant and eat all the time, or go to the beach. All right, go party somewhere all day, every day. This was just something that we always did. All right, but nevertheless, they so-called gave us these IDs so that they could see who was on campus, who was off campus. But they never really, the only time they ever scanned our ID was in the library if we was checking out a book, or if, goddamn it, in the cafeteria. All right, and that's only if you was getting school lunch. If you was buying the extra shit, fries, burger, or pizza, you didn't even need that. All right, but nevertheless, this was an excuse that they used to so-called stop intruders from coming into campus. But that wasn't the reason why, man. They was trying to prep and get ready for today's day. All right, where they trying to get, now they saying they need to give everybody ID cards on the school buses to check them when they get on and get off the bus, man. All right, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? That's not really going to help out anything, because really not much really happens to the kid while they on the bus. You know what I'm saying? A kid can get off the bus and get, picked up at the bus stop, not go home, or something happen to them at that point. Then what, But ultimately that chip is still tracking them wherever they go. But nevertheless, you see how these things are being pushed out, man, to where everybody's getting it, man. They causing everybody now to get these damn chips, man. Problem, reaction, solution. They want everybody to get it. Oh, so now on the jobs, we got to, same reason with the schools, we got to prevent unknown people from coming on the campus. We got to do so on and so forth to be able to get your paycheck, It's same with the banks and everything like that, man. That's why they're giving you chips on your damn card and everything, man. All right? But ultimately, you're going to get frustrated, just like how you got frustrated when first, the internet came out. Then we got these smartphones. Then we got these apps. Then you got a bunch of damn websites that we would start going to all the damn time, to where you would have to sign in and make accounts to. All right? So now you got a billion different accounts and a billion different usernames and a billion different passwords. Now everybody frustrated trying to remember all these damn passwords. So now what do you have? All right, you got like, okay, we can sign on with the fingerprint. We can sign on with the facial recognition. We can sign on, with different ways of getting into these different accounts, man. All right, so you don't have to remember all these passwords. But what? They gave you, they got the solution already, so they're going to create a problem. I got too many fucking email addresses and passwords to remember. Okay, well, here's well, that's the problem. The reaction is, I need to get rid of all these damn passwords and consolidate to get to one. All right, well, the solution is here. Facial recognition, fingerprint scan, all right? Now we got everybody into this damn system now, all right? So what? This is getting everybody into this here system to where everybody's going to be, put into this here bowl, and if you don't have this authentication token, you ain't going to be able to move, all right? So Revelation 13:16 again. He caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right? Because nevertheless, like I said, you're not going to be able to buy or sell, but ultimately it's more or less like an authentication token, man. All right? Just like they go one step further. I don't know about the new iPhones and stuff like that, whether or not you can put a password in them phones, or if they're just strictly facial recognition or fingerprint scan. But nevertheless, this is all they got to do is just provide new technology, all right, like a new cell phone or some shit like that, and make all the old cell phones obsolete. Just like, think about how hard it is to find you a goddamn old school flip phone, all right, or old school Nokia phone, all right. And even if you did find one of them phones, how hard would it be to put it onto a damn cell phone line where you actually have service now, all right? You see what I mean? So they make it to where you kind of forced to buy all these things, all right? You forced to use all these new systems and all these new updates. Just like with the new cars, man. I don't like no damn car to be tracking me, knowing my location and tracking me this and that and everything like that, man. All right, knowing everywhere I'm going and all these different things like that. But nevertheless, they're going to do the same thing like that, man. They create all these new cars with all this technology in there, and then they buy up all the older cars and then make it, illegal or obsolete to drive those cars. Oh, these cars, they're not, street legal anymore because they don't have backup cams. They don't have, side sensors or whatever, whatnot. So, they're more capable of having crashes. We're trying to get these car accidents down low because we got a record number of car accidents. So if you're not driving a smart car with these smart sensors, you can't drive a car, or they'll make you pay extra money, when you go to renew your tags, man. All right, because ultimately they're trying to force you into this here system, man. All right, now I said I was going to grab this scripture, Lord. I'll grab that last. Let me go to the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 12. It says, he disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. All right, so what? The scriptures say that he disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So these Edomites, all right, they're trying to get everybody into this RFID, this mark of the beast system, which is the RFID chip, all right? But ultimately, like the scriptures say, he disappointed the device of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, all right? Now let me grab another scripture. Still in the book of Job. What verse is it? This is Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come up upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eaten. All right, let me read verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That's talking about those nukes. All right, so that's telling you that those nukes gonna rain down right before he, right as he's basically getting this here mark of the beast system turned on, man. All right, because it says verse 23, Job 20 and 23. Or 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him. He shall rain it upon him while he is eaten. So right when he's about to complete this system and get everything all turned on and everything like that, that's when the Most High is going to rain everything down on his ass, man. All right, and we see all the prophecies. We at the end, all the prophecies, the last few prophecies are banging at the door right now, man. All right, we see how everything is waxing worse and worse, man. We see them forcing this RFID or this mark of the beast system, which is the RFID chip, into play right now, man. All right. So, and then we already been hearing about wars, rumors of wars. Now they turning up on Iran, but we know that that's not going to come until what? They push this RFID chip. And so this is what Trump is trying to do, man. All right. We right on schedule for the return of YAHAWASHI, man. All right. But let me see. Let me grab one more scripture. We're going to close out. Where is it? Luke chapter 10. This is Luke 10 and 21. In that hour, Yahushua rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and the prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for it seemed good in thy sight. So what? You got a lot of these people walking around, people who think that Babylon will keep going on forever and ever and ever. Everything is all good. It's the best time ever, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High hid this from those people, man. This is why they all blinded and walking around just like everything is all good, man. But what, those babes, the ones that humbled themselves down and said, oh, you know what, maybe I don't know everything, let me humble myself down and learn and see what the Most High is trying to tell me, instead of saying, you know what, I know everything, I don't need you telling me shit. I know you trying to tell me America gonna be destroyed and America gonna fall. I don't see that happening. This stuff happens all the time, man. All right, all those people are being blinded. All right, I'm gonna jump down to verse 23. And he turned unto his disciples and said privately, blessed are the eyes which see the things you see. All right, so like I was saying, man, hey, man, these things are hidden from everybody else. But what, the men of the Lord can see these things, man. Or we see these things banging on the door right now, man. We see the writing on the wall in big red letters, man. Verse 24, for I tell you, let me read verse 23 again. And he turned to his disciples and said privately, blessed are the eyes which see the things you see. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which you see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them. All right, so what? Many prophets and kings desire to see the things that we see today, man. These end time prophecies, man. The RFID chip, the mark of the beast. All right, the end of Babylon, the downfall of Babylon, the downfall of our enemies, man. All right, and basically the return of YAHAWASHI, man, and Israel being raised back up, man, coming up out of our how do I say, out of our punishment, man. All right, but these are the days that we living in, man. And as you see that this is what's banging on the door right now, man. Hey, it's a beautiful time when this RFID chip is really banging on the door like that, man. When it's just constantly banging on the door, because we know that this has to be implemented before what? Those before World War III pop off as a hot war. All right, before those nuclear missiles rain down. All right, before salvation happens, we know that we have to have this RFID chip take place first. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. I just want to say, keep your eyes peeled, man. Enduring to the end, man. Things are getting worse and worse and worse, but you got to be able to endure into the end, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize that the weight is getting heavier and heavier, but guess what? You got to go harder and harder, man. You got to keep pushing, man. We almost up out of here, man. We didn't go this far just to get tired and end off right now, man. We in that last lap of that mile or multiple mile run. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we cramping. Yeah, we tired. Yeah, we sweating. Yeah, we dehydrated. But we got to reach all the way down in the bottom and pull out whatever's left, you know what I'm saying, and make it across that finish line, man. As long as we finish, that's all that matters, man. All right, so we got to make sure we make it to the finish line. And as these prophecies are banging on the door, all right, and things is getting worse and worse, that just means we got to hunker down because we almost at the end, man. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out with that, saying, call halal Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakhakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push in this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say stay strong and shalom.